ideas. Yeah. Okay. So what comes after CRE? Yes, Maya.
A.
A. What does A stand for?
Attractive.
Attractive. Okay.
Not bad, not bad. Anything else?
Anything else? What would the A stand for in this?
Who else can think of an A word that's related to creativity? Alibi. Wow.
Okay, let me jump into it. A stands for asking questions. Okay. So Eugene, would you like to ask some question? Would you like them to ask some
Yes.
questions to you?
Yes, I love it when people ask me questions. Okay, Mr. Energetic Eugene today is thinking of something in my house, and each of you has to ask me 2 questions. And once you finish 2 questions, you're not allowed to ask me anymore. And once everybody finishes asking me 2 questions each, you have to guess what is the object in my mind. Maya, your question is?
Is this something you use? Like, is this something you wear?
Okay. I can only answer yes or no.
Is it something that's used for coronavirus?
That is very specific. No. Anyone else? Ethan.
Is it something you wear on your head?
No. Good guess. No. Aryan, you also raise your hand. Yes.
Is it something you eat or drink?
No. Good guess. Just now I saw someone else raise their hand. Anya.
Is it something you use every day, like a mask?
No, it's not something you have to use every day. Okay, who else? Michael.
Is it a device?
Oh, the word device can mean anything. It's a kind of device, yes. Devan.
Is it something you use to hear?
No. Remember, it's in a house. Let's make sure everybody has a chance to ask one question first. Maya.
I already asked one.
Oh, Maya already asked? Okay. Anya?
Is it a laptop?
Oh, that's very specific. No, it's not a laptop. Okay, anybody else has not asked the first question yet? Kabil, I don't think has asked the first question, right? Elena, sorry, Elena.
Is it any type of video game?
It's not a video game. How about Kabil?
Is it something you use to wash yourself?
Wash yourself. No. Okay, so that was one question each already. Now you have one more chance. Ask the second question and you have to guess. Anyone else ask the second question? Yes, Maya.
Is it an iPad?
No, it's not an iPad. Aryan?
Is it a pencil?
Okay. Before you all continue asking questions, it is very important to ask questions that relate to many things rather than relate to only one thing. Because if I say it's not a pencil, then there's 1,000 other things in a house, right? But if you say, is it made of wood? Then if I say no, then you know everything made of wood in the house is not counted. Okay, this is what we mean by good questions. Who else wants to ask a question? Okay, Ethan, second question already, right?
Can you use it for your everyday lives?
Yes, you can use it for everyday life. Okay, anyone else wants to ask me a second question? Yes, Michelle.
Is it light?
Is it light? Okay, this is another example. Okay, if you ask, is it light? And I say no, then you have 1,000 other things to guess. If you say, does it run on electricity? And I say no, then you can eliminate a lot of things, right? Yeah, so it is not light. Okay, Kabil?
Is it stationary?
That's a good question because it's a category related question. It is not stationary. Okay, before I think a few of you haven't asked yet. Let me give you a hint. Okay, give you a hint. You can ask relating to the part of the house. Like, is it found in the kitchen? Is it found in the bedroom? Is it found in the toilet? And so on. That will be more helpful. Okay, Anya, your turn.
Is it found in the bedroom?
No, it's not found in the bedroom. You see, the moment I say no, you can wipe out the entire bedroom. You do not have to guess anything in the bedroom anymore. So that's called a very good question that Anya just asked. Who is next? Yes, Divan.
Is it found in the toilet?
Unfortunately not as well. Hey, Ethan, you just joined our workshop, not even 5 minutes, and you need to go to the toilet. Okay, of course, if you need to go to the toilet, please go to the toilet. Yes. Who hasn't asked a question? Or everyone has already? Yes. Hey, wait, Anya, you already asked two, right? Everyone is only allowed to ask two.
Elena is waiting.
Good. Alina? Alina have to unmute first.
Is it found in the kitchen?
Yeah. Okay. Very close to the kitchen. Very, very close to the kitchen. Do you know what's the name of that place that's very close to the kitchen? Divan.
Backyard?
Something like backyard. The word yard is there, but it's not back. Aryan?
Dining room?
Oh, that's very near kitchen, but I'm not thinking of something in the dining room. It ends with the word yard. Y-A-R-D. Anybody knows? Yes, Maya.
Orange?
First of all, what is the place?
Ethan has his hand up.
Okay, Ethan.
Wait, the answer is backyard.
It is not backyard. It is something else yard. And it starts with the letter S. Anya?
Courtyard.
What yard?
Courtyard.
Wow. Who stays in a house with a courtyard? That would be a castle or a mansion. Yes. Maya.
Swim yard?
What yard?
Swim yard.
Swing yard? Is there a word called swim yard?
Okay, guys, come on. There are very few things which end with yard.
In the house, yes. Okay, Aryan?
Front yard?
Okay, not backyard, and it's not front yard. By the way, I don't think they call it front yard. It's called front porch.
Yeah.
Front porch. It starts with the letter S. S for Superman.
Come on, Devan, Kabir, you guys haven't made any guesses. Quickly.
What place? Yes, Kabil.
No.
No?
Sitting yard?
That's a good try because it starts with S. No? Okay, I'm going to give you more clues because I love you all so much. Usually, if you have a domestic helper, she spends a lot of time there.
What is the meaning of domestic helper?
What is a domestic helper? Someone that your daddy, mommy employs to help clean the house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So where does she spend a lot of time on?
No.
Sink.
Yes, sink too.
What is very near the sink?
Sing.
Anybody
Submerged
know?
yard?
What yard?
I think Eugene, you'll have to give the answer because we
Ethan,
still.
No, I
Ethan.
got it.
Yes,
Okay,
Ethan,
yes,
go.
Ethan.
Stove yard.
Or what yard?
A stove.
Stove yard. Wow, all of you are very creative in inventing new words. Okay, Anya, last try. Last try. I'm going to give the answer now. Okay, Anya.
Store yard.
Store
Store.
or store. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, there's no place called store yard. There is a storeroom though. Okay, I'm going to tell you right away. It is called the service yard. Okay, the
Or the
service
utility area. A lot of people it's also
Ah,
called it utility.
or utilities area. Okay, depending on what you call it. And inside the utilities area or service yard, there is this rectangular machine or device that washes your clothes. What do you call it?
A washing machine.
Yes. Okay, I'm sure all of you got it already. It's washing machine. So this is an example of asking good questions so that you can get the answer. Okay, I feel that it's unfair because it's too difficult. I'm going to try one more round, and this time it's very easy. And all of you are allowed only one question each. Okay, very, very easy. I'm thinking of a land animal. Okay, ready? One
Yeah.
question each. Okay, go. Given first.
Okay. Is this animal found in the forest?
Is this found in the forest? Oh no, I suddenly realized that my science is not very good. Usually not in the forest. Usually not. Okay. Maybe if it's lost, it will suddenly be stuck in the forest. Kabil.
Is it an amphibian?
That is the example of a good question. Because there are only 3 categories, right? Amphibian, what else?
Reptile.
Reptiles
Mammal.
and mammals, yeah. So is it amphibian? The answer is no. Okay, Ethan?
Is it herbivore?
That's also another good category question. Yes, it is a herbivore. Wow, that wipes out half the animal kingdom. Maya,
Is it
Yes.
Maya, your turn.
Oh, I have two, but what was the thing he just said? The person before.
Or herbivore. I said yes.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
It. Oh, then my. Can I take my question again?
Sure. I said later, is it? Okay. How about Anya?
Is it found on a farm?
No, it's not found on a farm. That's a good. Hey, by the way, I keep hearing a man talk. Where is this man talking from? I'm hearing a man talk very loudly. Anybody can tell me whose house has a man talking very loud? Oh, okay, it's from Devan. The moment I muted him, no more sound. Okay. It is not on a farm. That's a good question. Who else hasn't asked me a question? Michael.
Is it a mammal?
Yes, it is a mammal, and we already know it's a herbivore. Okay, Kabil.
And it's not found in the forest.
Neither is it found on a farm. Yes.
Is it found in your house?
Is it found in a house? Okay, that's a good question. The answer is no. Okay, who else hasn't asked? Aryan.
Is it found in Australia?
No, I've not ever seen this animal in Australia. Yeah, maybe it is, but it's not native in Australia. Not native. Elena.
Is it a rodent?
Rodent. No. By the way, I don't think many rodents are herbivores. Rodents like to eat rubbish, which includes meat sometimes. All of you have already asked one question, right? No, Maya hasn't. Okay, Maya.
Is it a type of bird?
Okay, this question is unnecessary because someone else asked me, is it a mammal, correct?
Yeah.
And I said yes. Yeah. And Devan is not allowed to ask what letter does it start with because I'm only allowed to say yes or no. But good try.
Okay, I think we're going to run out of time, Eugene. Sorry.
I'll tell you the answer. Ready? It is the giraffe.
I knew them.
You knew that?
Okay, never mind. The point is, I think what Eugene, the questions you were asking now were all fact-based questions, right,
Yes.
Eugene?
That's right.
Okay.
The questions are just trying to find out what animal it is. We're going to learn a new kind of questions. It's called curiosity questions. Okay, who can spell curiosity? Go to the WhatsApp, go to the chat and type the word curiosity. And then Mr. Eugene and Miss Verona will teach you 3 examples of curiosity type kind of questions. Wow, all of you are 100% correct.
Very good in English.
Yes. Some with you, some without you, depending on whether it's British or American English. Is that true, Miss Verona?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now let's learn from Miss Verona what are the 3 kinds of
Curiosity.
questions. Yes.
What are curiosity-based questions? Anybody knows? Yes, Kabir. You're on mute.
Sorry. When you're curious and you really want to learn something and you ask people deep questions
Okay, so what are deep questions?
that have to be answered thoroughly and very
In detail?
necessarily. Yes.
Okay, can you give me an example of a curiosity-based question?
Okay. How does the Mangalyaan circle the Mars, orbit the Mars?
Mhm. Okay,
What are the calculations for that?
okay. Calculation will be a
they
fact-based questions.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, let me skip quickly because we're a bit short on time.
Mm.
So fact-based questions are: what does it eat? Who does it live with? When does it die? How long does it live? These are all fact-based questions, right? Or when you're talking about a satellite, you're asking questions on how long does it take to go around. But the curiosity-based questions ask, why does something happen? What if this scenario were to change? How could I do this better? Okay, so I'll give you an example. What is this?
A cactus.
A cactus. Okay, Maya, if you were to give some observations about a cactus, what would it be?
Why is the cactus spiky?
So this is a fact. This is a curiosity-based question. Why is it spiky? Okay. Now, can you ask some what if questions related? See, the thing about fact-based questions are: what color is it? Where is it found? Can it live in the desert? How long does a cactus stay? What is the oldest cactus? These are all fact-based questions. Okay. Curiosity-based questions start with why, how, and what if. Okay. So, Anya, Elena, can you write down questions which start with why for a cactus? Kabir, can you write down Kabir and Maya, can you write down questions that start with what if for a cactus? And who else is there? I cannot see everybody on the same screen. Yeah. Devan, yes, you're raising your hand. Devan and Michelle, can you write down for how-based questions for a cactus? Okay. Ethan, Aryan, can you also write what if questions? Have I missed anyone? Eugene, have I missed anyone?
I'm looking through a name list.
Yes, Kabir.
Do we have to write only one?
You can write more than one. The more curious you are, the better.
What if you put it in your house? What will happen to your brothers and sisters' hand?
What if I overwatered a cactus?
What if I put a cactus on my head?
Why is it able to survive in the desert for so long where there's such less water? Example of a why question. Yes,
Yeah.
Elena. Why do what? I cannot read. Why do cactuses have spikes? Is that what you've written? Okay. Yes, good question. Yeah, Kabir.
What is the question again?
You are working on what if questions for a cactus. So if you want to learn more about something, you don't just want to ask a fact-based question. You want to ask, what if this happened? What if I were to do this? What if I were to use it for something? Yes, Kabir.
My question is, what if the thorns in the cactus were removed?
Very good question. What
Very
if they
good
were
question.
removed? Do you understand what a curiosity-based question is, Kabir? Would you like to try the other two while the others are working?
Okay.
Why and how?
Yes. Or Ethan
Ethan?
asked a good one. What if I touch the thorns?
There's another question, but I don't know if it actually is a question or what if the cactus was found in cold regions? Will that be a question?
Yes.
Yes. Very good question. I have a question. How will my wife feel if I put this on her bed? Anyone else has a question? How does the cactus store water?
Very good. Aryan?
I know the answer to that one.
I have 3 for what if.
Okay.
Yes.
What if a fish eats it?
Okay.
What if a cactus was a fruit? And what if the porcupine and cactus are from the same family?
Very interesting indeed, Aryan. So you see, you're combining your knowledge of, you want to combine your knowledge of animals and plants. Yeah?
Done.
Good one. Yes, Devan? You're on mute, Devan.
My question is, how does a cactus survive in deserts?
Why does it survive in deserts? Okay, very good. Yes, Maya?
What if they made product out of a cactus? And what if a cactus could talk?
Wow.
Very interesting.
I like
Inquisitive.
the question.
Yeah, Elena? You're on mute, Elena.
Why can't we put a lot of water with the cactus? And why can't a cactus live in the water or in cold regions?
Very good question, because now you're trying to explore the qualities of a cactus and you may actually be able to solve some problem in the future. Okay.
Yes.
Michelle, do you have a question ready?
I have a lot, though.
Sure.
I have a lot of questions to ask.
Very good.
How can a cactus survive with very little water? How is it possible that if I water the cactus too much, it will wither? How is it possible that the cactus leaves its thorns? How will the cactus reproduce? How does the cactus have thorns? How is it? Okay, that's all.
Very good questions. Michelle, this is very good examples of how questions, okay? Because when you go to answer this, you may find out so much more information about that thing, and you can probably use this information for something else. For example, can people, if it is able, how is it that it's able to store that much water? Maybe in the future that could be used as something which helps our body also save water. That's how scientists work. That's where their creativity comes in. They've learned so much about a cactus because they were curious. How does it store water? Can I get us as human beings to store it maybe in a small tablet and use it later when I'm in a desert when I don't have water? Maybe I can answer that question later. Yes, Maya?
What if I was a cactus?
What if I was?
Try
Okay.
this one.
So these kind of questions need to be asked for every problem or situation or anything that you see. Be curious. Don't just learn about it in the science textbook or what you saw. Ask why, how, what if I could do this. Yesterday, Kabir had given an example of putting a vitamin behind a pencil, right? Okay. So what was the question? What if, if people are chewing it anyways, what can I do to make the chewing possible, clean, and useful? Yeah, you answered that what if question by putting a vitamin behind it. So when you ask the right questions, you come up with answers that maybe you didn't think of earlier. Okay, so go deeper and ask the why, how, and what if questions. Anybody has more questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, which kind of occupation requires you to ask all these kind of questions about a cactus? Ethan?
I'm not sure.
Don't worry. Elena? Elena is still muted. Still muted.
What was the question again?
The question is, what kind of occupation or profession or job requires you to ask all these questions about the cactus?
Biologist.
Very good. Okay, any others?
Yeah, Anya is saying something.
Anya, yes.
I have my question ready.
You have your what?
I have the questions.
Yes, tell us.
Why are cactus spiky? Why do cactuses live in deserts? Why does it not have leaves? Why does it not have flowers? Why can cactuses only live in deserts?
Okay,
Good
thank you, Anya.
questions.
Okay, Maya.
For the question you asked, I think it's all jobs.
Okay. Can you give us some examples?
Like a biologist, a
Very good.
doctor,
Doctor?
a zookeeper, a teacher, a librarian, a nurse, a principal, a bus driver, a bus auntie, a mechanic.
Okay, thank you, Maya. Thank you, Maya. Yeah, I think you prove your point. Every single profession will require you to ask curiosity-based questions. Very good. And
Yeah.
specifically about cactus, it will be a botanist. Okay? Botanist. Botanist.
Or chemist for that matter.
Oh,
Somebody is scientist because like I said, they could be trying to discover ways to preserve water just like a cactus does.
yes, or explorer.
Yeah.
People who travel to every country to ask questions. Yeah.
Okay.
And talking about doctor, right? Do we have a doctor related game?
Yes, we do.
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Maya, talk about doctor. So right now, I need someone to volunteer to be a doctor. Who wants to be a doctor? Okay, let me see. Maya raised her hand. Who else?
Kabir.
Kabil raised his hand. And Ethan raised his hand. Okay, for this round, let's go to Kabil. Okay, Kabil, Mr. Eugene is feeling sick. Okay, and I come to you with a fever. Now, can you ask me some questions that are curiosity based?
Okay. When did the fever start?
Is that curiosity based?
I know. Did you meet any people who had a fever?
Is that curiosity based?
No.
All these are fact based.
Imagine that all these are questions, the fact-based questions have been answered. When did you get it? And all that has been done.
Yes.
How much fever you have.
By the way, Kabil, all your questions are good questions that doctors usually ask. Just that now we are testing you on curiosity based.
I know this one. What if your fever spread to other people?
Yes.
What would you
Basically, you're asking me
be
not to mix around with other people, right? Okay. Any other curiosity base?
Mm, uh, okay. Oh, why no? How will you survive this fever if it gets very serious? Do you have the financial backup?
Oh, wow. Hey, that's an excellent question. That you look beyond my health to think about my finances, which is true, you know. Every hospital has someone who cares about the finances of the patient. Okay, Ethan, your turn to ask curiosity-based question.
When did the flu start?
That is a fact-based. When you ask when and what, that is fact, based on facts. How about curiosity? Okay, who else raised hand just now? Yes, Maya.
How long have you been having this symptom? Like
Is
how
that fact-based? Is that fact-based or curiosity?
what if what if you got this from your pet?
Okay, possible. And that's
Yeah.
how people find the root cause of viruses, right? Like somebody ate a bat somewhere in China and spread coronavirus. Yes, Anya, you have put your hand up for very long already.
Why do you think that you will not get better?
Ah, okay. That is a counseling kind of question.
Yeah, but she's thinking about the mental well-being. Good.
Wow. You're making me feel better by asking this question. And related to what Anya asked, most doctors will ask, how do you feel about having fever? So that's not a fact. That's asking for the feeling of the patient. Okay, very good, very good. I think all of you make wonderful doctors, and we do need a lot of doctors in the world.
Okay, a curiosity-based question from a doctor with respect to virus could be viral. Supposing this guy has a viral fever, how can I reduce the symptoms besides medicine, or how can I reduce? When coronavirus spread, people are asking questions on how can I ensure that this is not as infectious? I reduce the number of infections. That's a curiosity-based question. There is no answer to it yet, but
Yes.
I'm curious. How can I do it? Okay. What if I made people wear masks? Let me see whether it works.
Yes.
Okay.
Experiment.
Experimenting. What if questions are experimenting with possible solutions? Okay. So a doctor or somebody who works in the Center for Infectious Diseases would be asking, what if I put masks on everybody? What if I started following a protocol? Okay. In fact, initially, do you all know there was no hand washing rule? Eugene, I read a very interesting report. Do you all know initially, many years ago, when surgery started, doctors never used to wash their hands. And then one doctor, then one doctor started asking this question, why are so many people dying in the hospital?
Oh, the babies. A lot
Yes.
of babies were dying.
A lot of babies were dying in hospitals. And this doctor just asked this question, why are so many babies dying? What if I started washing my hands before I attend to a new patient? He just tried that. And then he realized that hand washing is so important. Just that simple what
Millions
if
of
and why
lives.
question.
Yeah, it saved millions of lives just by asking one good question.
Why are there's so much mortality? What if I started washing my hand? And he started documenting it. Okay. What happens when I wash hands? What happens when people don't wash hands? That's it.
I remember now.
Can you imagine your doctor not washing hands?
After they dig their nose.
Or see other patients? So you see, that's a simple what if question which created such a big revolution in science that hygiene is so important for doctors. Yeah?
Wow, nice. Thank you for that interesting tidbit of medical science.
Okay. So
Elena wants to go to the toilet. Please go to toilet and come back
we
quickly.
need to
Thank you.
take is it time to take a break? Almost.
Yeah. Maybe after this module.
Yeah, okay. So Eugene, you want to cover on
Yes.
this?
So a lot of times, like for example, the game we played, 2 rounds, we did not manage to find the answer, right? It is perfectly okay. It is perfectly okay that we did not find the answer. A lot of times, people do not find answers and they continue to ask questions. Do you know that the light bulb, for example, you needed thousands and thousands of times before the light bulb finally worked? Can you imagine what if asking 3 times it didn't work and he stopped? He said, forget it, it's useless. But because he kept asking, what if I lengthen the wire? What if I shorten the wire? What if I make the glass thicker? What if I make the glass thinner? And he asked thousands of questions before he finally found one that works. And today we're using it in our house. And Miss Varuna showed us the 4 different words, which is very powerful.
Oh,
The FAIL. Yeah, a lot of people say, you failure, as if it's a bad thing. Next time, we need to celebrate. Say, yay, thank you for calling me a failure. Because fail means first attempt in learning.
can you all say it out loudly? I think we should just get them to all unmute and
Yes.
say it out loudly.
Okay, everyone, unmute. Ready? 1, 2, 3. First
First
attempt
attempt
in
in learning.
learning. Yay. From
Okay.
today onwards, tell your daddy, mommy, it is good to fail so that we can learn.
Okay. Now I know, like Thomas Edison said, I know 10,000 ways that don't work. Okay. So when you fail, you know that this won't work. I need to try something else. So please remember that. And when you fail, you have to push. Can you read what is the full form of push?
1, 2, 3.
Persist until success happens.
happens. Very good. Yes. And do you know that when you were born, that your mommy had to push? Yeah, and they push until you come out and you start to breathe oxygen in the hospital. Can you imagine if your mommy decided, I'm not going to push anymore? So remember, okay, we must learn from our mummies and keep on pushing until success happens.
Okay.
Varuna, you're a mummy, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay. I think over here we should take a 5-minute break.
Yes.
What is the time now? It is
4:57.
Okay, 4:58 almost. Shall we
4:58.
come back at 5:03? Yes?
Yes.
Please get a drink of water, use the washroom, stretch your legs, stretch your arms, yawn.
Okay, Miss Varuna, can you show it to us?
Yes.
This one, even if we guess for very long, I doubt that we can guess correctly. It is not a common word to use. It is called, let's do the twist. Twist. A lot of creative people like to twist something. They don't like to do the same old thing over and over again. Okay, let's play a game to show you what we mean. This is a very simple game. Okay, I will start with the beginning of the story. Okay, Miss Varuna will be the second person so that at least she demonstrates how to play. And then the third person has to continue the story all the way until everybody had a chance to give a sentence. Okay, I will share the story with Once Upon a Time.
You forgot to add the fortunately and unfortunately.
Yes. I will start with Once Upon a Time, and Miss Varuna will say unfortunately first. Okay.
Yeah.
We will start with unfortunately first. Okay. Example. This is not the real game. Example. So I'll say once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and Miss Varuna has to say,
unfortunately for them, they did not really have too much brain.
Okay, I do not.
Next person has to continue with what? Fortunately.
Fortunately. Okay, and let me just demonstrate one last time. So imagine I am the person after Miss Varuna. I'll say that fortunately, an alien came down and gave them intelligent brains.
So what will the next person start with?
Unfortunately.
Yes, good
good.
job. You got it. Okay.
Yes. Any question about how to play this game before we start to play this game? No. Okay, very good. Let's
Yeah,
start.
I have a
Oh,
question.
yes, the question is, Devan?
For example, if you say a story, so does it have to be real?
No.
No, no, no.
Does it have to be actual story?
Be as ridiculous as possible.
And you don't have to stick to the same theme, okay? You can have anything happening in it. Let's see how you can create a wonderful story, which is very creative. Shall we? But you
Yes,
have to
very good.
stick to fortunately and unfortunately. You have to keep twisting it,
Yes.
Very
okay?
good. Okay, let me start. Ready? This is so fun.
Yeah,
Maybe we don't share this so that I can see everyone's faces.
okay.
Thank you. Once upon a time, there was a snowman. Miss Varuna?
Unfortunately, that year, there wasn't too much snow and it was very, very hot. So he began to melt.
Okay, Ethan?
Unfortunately, he went to Finland, which has snow.
Oh, that was fast. He traveled by plane. Okay, and Elena?
But at
You have to
Finland,
start with unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
unfortunately, in Finland, he kept on being chased by a pack of wolves.
That's a good one. Anya?
Fortunately, a human came and stopped the wolves from chasing him.
A human. Ah, okay. And Ishael?
Unfortunately, the human fell into a tomb and the tomb closed on him and he died.
Start to sound like a horror film, this one. And Devan?
Fortunately, his human son made another snowman.
Oh, very good. Aryan?
Unfortunately, it got super cold and he got turned into ice.
Who turned into ice?
The snowman.
Oh, so from snow turned into ice. And Maya?
Unfortunately, the snowman got sucked into a book called Tintin.
Hold on. I thought Aryan was unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Fortunately, the ice went away, but Jack Frost came.
There, she's given it a total twist.
It's completely unrelated to the beginning now. Kabil?
Unfortunately, Jack Frost wanted to direct an Oscar-winning best film, and the Snowman wanted to co-direct it with him. But Jack Frost betrayed the Snowman, and Jack Frost won the best film for La La Land.
This is completely unrecognizable now. And Elena hasn't gone, right? Elena?
No, Elena is done. I think
Oh, is
everybody's
it?
had a go.
Oh, so everybody finished. Wow. That is a very, very good example.
Entertaining story.
Yes. Shall we? Oh, let's play a more advanced game now.
Okay.
Yes. Also dealing with story, but this time it is a friendly competition.
Just a second.
Yes. Okay, just for fun, let me see. There are 3 girls. Is it 3 girls? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 boys? No, 5 boys. Oh, okay. So we cannot do girls versus boys. Okay, I think we have enough time, Verena. Would you like to go into the breakout room and try a competition?
Okay.
Yes.
So which fairy tale are we twisting? Cinderella?
Let's do the 3 Little Pigs.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to twist a fairy tale and let's come back with which group can twist it the best. Okay.
So the beginning of the story needs to be the same. Okay, that means the 3 Little Pigs have to build 3 different houses, but the ending must be very different. Okay, So let's Miss Varuna and I will judge which team has a better ending for Three Little Pigs. Yes, Daban.
So it has the same rules, right? It can be anything, right?
Yes.
The ending can be anything. Yes. Try not to be too cruel to the three little pigs.
But for the Three Little Pigs, so the starting should be the same.
Yes, yes. Yeah. If not, it won't even be the Three Little Pig story anymore. Okay, so the starting bit,
We must
Yeah.
only do the ending where they meet the wolf.
Yeah.
yeah, yes. Okay, so it does need to start with once upon a time there are three little pigs and they decided to build three different houses. Okay, this one must be the same. And the rest of it can totally twist. Ready? I'm going to bring you up now. Let's spend maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Actually, even, yeah, 4 minutes is also good.
Okay, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Let's go. Having fun? Doesn't have to be the final one. Okay, Maya.
So the tree, I actually forgot that idea, but it was actually a really good one.
You forgot the idea.
Yeah, but Kabir said that idea.
Ah, okay. Let's hear from Anya. Anya first. She has a hand up. Yes.
Okay, so basically, once upon a time, there were three little pigs. They wanted to build three little houses. So they built three little houses. A wolf comes and blows the first house down. The first pig goes to the second pig's house, and the wolf sees that and blows the second house down. Then the wolf, then both of the pigs run to the third house, and the wolf also blows the third house. The wolf then sees them running away, but the wolf gets too tired and goes to his house. Then the pigs run up to a mountain and build a palace in which to become the king and queen of the whole of Pigland. And I don't remember more.
Okay, then Kabil then. Are you in the same group? Anya and Kabil? No.
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 Ah, okay, okay. Okay, let's see
Okay.
Kabil's group.
Okay. So there were three pigs and there was a wolf. The three pigs wanted to make their house, three houses, because they were esteemed architects who had created the Burj Khalifa and the Empire State Building. And they wanted to do something that fits into the environment and become natural, like you see on those very famous reality TV shows. And then they and then they made those things. But the problem was they were millionaires, actually billionaires, and they hadn't installed security. So that's why there was a wolf, and the wolf was dieting, and he wanted to eat some pork because he was not vegetarian, and so he went to the pigs, and because he was very cheap, he didn't go to the market, and so he went to the pigs and he said, "Hey, pigs, cool." And then he went, and then he started hunting the pigs, and then what happened? And then because it was completely into the nature. I'm just making up a story now. I forgot what happened. So the so
It's not
the
impromptu.
Yes. So the host of a very famous reality TV show on Netflix, which talks about brilliant houses in Europe, America, never Asia for some reason, he comes in and is like, "Bro, not cool. You're not that cheap. Go away." And then he's like, "Okay, bro, I'm just dieting." And then he's like, "Okay, bro." And then they go home and eat pork.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Wow, there's even acting involved. Yes, Elena.
Oh, and Yunta is suggesting that they cross over Three Little Pigs with Seven Dwarfs or Red Riding Hood.
Oh, that's
Combining,
combined. Yeah, good idea.
The three little pigs make three little houses, but then the wolf blows down the first little pig's house. So then he goes to the second little pig's house, and then the wolf also blows down that house. And then they go to the third little pig's house, but the third little pig got hit, said, "No, I won't let you in. This house is mine. You can't live in here. Go build your own house." And then the wolf came over and tried to eat the pigs, but the pigs were clever, so they just climbed up to the top of the house, and then the wolf went slam face front into the door, and then fell into the lake of sharks and got eaten.
That was
Oh.
very, very sudden. Suddenly there's a lake of sharks.
Very good. So they had a seaside home, maybe.
Ah, wow, very, very good. I like all your stories. Wow, very hard to decide the winner.
You see how you can just twist simple things and still make them interesting? Yeah. And I'm going to share an example of how somebody has twisted a performance. It's a musical performance. Till now, we've been talking about scientists and doctors and inventors. I want to talk about how a musical performance has been twisted. Okay. So I'm going to share a very short video about a musical performance, and I want you all to tell me what has been twisted. Okay. Ready? Okay. Oops, sorry. I need to stop share. I did not
Oh, yeah.
optimize for video. Okay.
Hey, Devan, are you there? Don't miss this. It's a very funny show.
I know.
Wow, that was funny. Who enjoyed the show?
I don't understand what is it about even. It's just about some girls, they are just fighting and they just run or something.
Yeah, they combine two things together: a musical performance and a drama.
Oh,
Usually people will just show drama without music or show music without drama, right? Yeah, and recently, wait, not so recent, maybe 10 years ago, I watched a cartoon where the Prince Charming was the bad guy. Anybody knows what show that is?
Elena,
What story?
Elena knows.
it's a twisted version of Cinderella.
But there's a proper title to the movie. What was the title?
Kabir,
Shrek.
Kabir.
Shrek.
Shrek. Shrek does. Wait. Yeah, you're right. Shrek does have a Prince Charming that is a villain. Which other show has a Prince Charming that's a villain?
Devan.
Devan.
No, come on, try. It's okay.
Let me give
Seven
you a,
Dwarfs?
let me give you a clue. There's a very famous song that has 3 words. Yes, Maya.
I forgot.
You forgot. Okay, no worries. And the movie title only has 1 word starting with the letter F. Anya.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast?
It's a movie title starting with the letter F. Only 1 word. Okay.
Yes, Devan.
Not sure.
I think it's Frog Prince.
Frog Kids. And Kabil?
Frozen.
Frozen. Yes.
Is that right?
Who did not watch Frozen? Who did not watch? Okay, that means everybody watched. Oh, only Devan didn't watch. Okay. Mr. Eugene was very shocked to watch the film because every show I watched, the Prince Charming came to save the princess. Only this movie, the Prince Charming was harming the princess. Okay, one more movie, which is Shrek. After the princess kissed the prince, she went back to her original shape. Anybody know what shape is that? Yes, Kabil.
Ogre.
Ogre, yes. I remember being very shocked because I thought she's going to turn into a beautiful princess. Instead, she turned into an ogre. So these are famous movies that has a twist in the ending. And because of that, they made a lot of money and became very popular among children. Thank you,
Okay.
Ms. Karuna, for teaching us this.
So do you understand what twist means now? What
Yes.
questions? Do you have questions? What questions do you have, rather? Let me twist my question, not what questions. Not do you have questions, but what questions do you have?
No questions?
No questions? Okay, good. So that brings us to the last one, Eugene.
Wow, very important. Okay, we have the last 30 minutes to solve a real problem in our world.
Okay. And
Yes.
what all are we going to use to solve that problem? What does the C stand for? Let's see. Yes, Maya. C.
Combining.
Combining. R. Devan. Yes, Devan. You're on mute.
Reuse.
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 Kabir. E.
Expand your list of ideas.
Okay. Ethan. A. Ethan, what does the A stand for? That's the first thing we did today.
Ethan? Ethan?
What? A clue, what?
What? Okay, Ethan's singing. Aryan, you want to try? Devan, I'll come to you. Wait, let me give somebody who hasn't spoken. Yes, Aryan. A.
Ask
Ask what?
questions. Good questions.
Okay. Elena, can you tell us what are good questions?
Curious. I forgot what they were called.
Curiosity-based questions.
Curiosity-based questions.
Okay. Maya, can you tell us a curiosity-based question? Yes, Ethan will. We'll come to Maya and Ethan. Both of you will share one. Okay, Maya.
What if?
Okay, Ethan. What is the other type? Curiosity based question.
What will happen?
What will happen? Yes, that's what if. Anya?
Why?
Why? Yes. Devan?
And how?
How? Very
Wow.
good. Can you all give yourselves a clap, please? Okay. Good. So we are going to solve some problems applying all of this. Okay. We will share a process with you, so to say, to apply all of this. But you all have to solve these problems creatively in your groups. Okay. I'll just share the screen.
Okay.
Can you do a flying horse?
No, this is slightly, we will do the flying horse in the end if you guys finish in time.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we have two sets of questions here. Can you all read them? Eugene, I cannot see anyone. So
We'll
Your
read together, is it?
science
Oh.
teacher is
read them in your mind, please.
Read them in your mind. Okay.
So shall we divide them into groups, Eugene, and they take either one from this set
Yes.
or one from this set?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So your group will choose from this set and my group will choose from the other set.
Okay, hold on. I'll choose from the science, the school one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you choose from the country one.
Yep.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's divide them into teams.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone, we are going into two teams, and this time we have been sent by the government. Okay, our Singapore government has sent us out to solve problems for our school and for our country. It is very important.
Creative solution. They're tired of their old solutions. They're not working. Okay.
Yes, our government is very sad because their solution is not working. All the adults stop thinking and they need children to come and solve problems. Ready? And if you do it well, the government will give you 5 million rupees.
We want dollars.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Go into your room and solve some problems.
I think Kabir was writing all the points down. So we were expanding our list of ideas. Yeah.
Who was it?
Kabir. And Kabir, can you
Kabir.
also explain how we combined a few things? So we have been using this create. Okay. We've combined, we've expanded our list of ideas. Yeah.
Okay, because this is the
Yes.
final segment, I would like each of you to share something. So Kabir will start first and then hand over to the next teammate to also share another idea. Okay? Yes, let's go.
Okay. So not many people know what recycling is. In fact, when I used to live in India, some of my neighbors didn't even know what recycling was. So that is a very crucial problem as it is affecting the earth. And we have come up with a solution on how to make kids interested in this. So first of all, I think I'm gonna let Ethan go now.
Okay, Ethan.
So we use toys like old toys, then use a phone that connects
Yes.
to the toy and put out video on the toy.
Oh.
Then use a carnival, line out all the toys, and you will attract people to recycle.
Put the camera on the toy and you will do what again?
No, a video.
So basically he wants to display a video in carnivals because children often attend carnivals, and then in carnivals you'll have a display which is talking about recycling on toys.
And which one are you using? CREA or T? Which one?
Combine.
Oh, very good. Combine video with toys. Okay, very good. Okay, how about who's next? Is it Michael?
Yeah, Mishael.
Yeah.
Mine was children will get interested in carnival, so they go to the carnival and they collect and they bring as many recyclable items so that the carnival people can collect them.
Mm.
And those children who has the most number of recyclable items will have a prize, which is a toy, free toy.
Oh. And which one are you using? CREAT?
Reuse.
Reuse. Very good. And now we have Maya.
When you could like be watching a movie, like there could be like a quick ad of the importance of recycling.
Yes. Doing a movie. And which one are you using? CREAT?
I think E.
It's E, expand. That means during the movie, you expand the storyline to include the recycling.
That's another idea. The government could sponsor, you know how they sponsor products, you can sponsor a thought process.
Oh, yes.
And Michelle's point was that, you know, since children are not sometimes some children are not so keen on recycling or going to a center. So if they are, you can motivate them by getting them to redeem recyclable items for toys.
Oh, that's a very good idea.
And we had other items. Kabir, can you quickly run through the list? We have, I think, about 10, right?
Wow, 10.
Yeah.
We have 12 actually.
Okay.
12.
Can you quickly share just?
Okay, so we can make lots of videos, advertisements, and instructions how to do it and to raise popularity and nationalism. Meaning people of the country do it. We can make country songs or put something about recycling in the national anthem or something that will encourage people to do this.
Sense of national spirit.
And then we can advertise also through posters and billboards, because some people can't afford electronic devices or toys or something. So posters and billboards, and we can make reminders on people's phones, special apps that remind them to do all these things.
Yes.
So that both children and adults are aware.
Wonderful. Any other ideas?
That's it.
And also law.
Yeah, law. Stricter laws.
Yeah, stricter laws, and there should be more surveillance cameras seeing people, and there should be more fines.
I will get arrested.
Get fined.
You know, actually in Switzerland, they have a law. You have to put your recyclable and non-recyclable waste in different garbage bags.
Oh.
And the garbage bag is expensive. You have to buy a separate garbage bag. And if you don't sort your waste, they will publicly shame you. Like they will not collect it. They will leave it there. Then your neighbors will complain. And then they will say, we didn't collect it because you didn't sort it.
Oh dear. Maya?
What Miss Varuna was saying, that's actually true, because I lived in Switzerland once, and once my neighbor actually, the neighbor's house was like letting a really bad smell. So then we searched down the rules and then we found out.
Oh dear. Okay, that's a very effective way. Thank you. A round of applause for Team Varuna. Yay.
Not Team Varuna, it's their effort. I think they have come up with some brilliant ideas, like including a song in the nationalistic spirit, in improvising with toys, encouraging with toys. Great ideas. Yes, Kabir.
Will we find out who won the Three Little Piggies thing after this?
Yes, I will tell you the winner. Very good. And now let's hear from the other team. Okay, can we ask Anya to share first?
Okay, so basically for us, we thought for the science teacher to be more interesting by a drama. So basically the teacher will teach the lesson through drama, and students will dress up differently and be part of the drama and the lesson.
Very
And
good.
this category goes in P. Quiz.
Quiz. Yes. Right.
Okay, now it's me.
Yes.
So,
Hold on, hold on. For the sake of the other team who doesn't know what is the problem we're trying to solve, let me just remind everyone, our science lesson is very boring. Okay, we have to generate ideas to make it more interesting, which is why Anya suggested drama. And now Devan will share the next idea.
So we can for this it's C combined. So you for example science lesson. So let's say science lesson is water cycle. Okay, so the lesson of water cycle can be in the form of a story. So that's why it's in C.
Combine lesson with a story.
Yes, to make it more fun.
To make it more fun.
Yes.
And who's next? Yes, Ariane.
So I chose like we can ask the science teacher questions so she won't be boring anymore. Like deep questions.
Curiosity-based questions. Example?
Like
Jupiter.
What was that? Okay, pretend I'm teaching you water cycle. I'm a science teacher. What curiosity question can you ask me?
how many clouds are in the sky?
Okay, that's a fact-based question because we can count. How about the one?
Okay, so we can say does water cycle go fast or slow?
Oh, fast or slow is also a fact-based question. Curiosity is what if and why.
Okay,
Yeah.
Why
Is there a water cycle?
Why is there a water cycle in the world? And what if there's no such thing as water cycle? What will happen to Earth? Very good.
What if it becomes very cloudy and there is no
water cycle take
evaporation?
How
why?
does
Sorry?
water cycle take place?
How does water cycle take place? Yeah, that is a bit of curiosity and a bit of facts.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, very good. Elena, your idea, please.
I just about the ideas with asking the teacher to do a drama or story. How will we convince the teacher to do them? I mean they're good ideas, but how will we convince the teacher?
Wow.
Very good. So you've gone to the how of it.
Now
Yeah.
he has an idea how to convince the teacher.
Very good.
Can you describe this story for her?
So this is an idea. So the kids are doing a lot of pranks to the teacher, and right now the teacher is sitting on one of those pins, you know, they're really sharp. So then he says, when will you stop doing these tricks to me? And then the student says, when you make lessons more fun. So and then the teacher says, fine. And he agrees.
Wow. That's a very good idea, except I'm afraid to be a teacher now.
But I like the thought process, Elena, that you're asking questions on how are you going to go about it. Okay. That's equally important. How are you going to convince her? You have some ideas, but you need to convince her. Okay. So which is very good that you're thinking in that direction as well. You're thinking very holistically that I've got ideas, but I need to get her to be convinced to do this. Yeah. So great.
And Miss Varuna.
And this was the twist. This was the twist.
Yes. We spell create by C-R-E-A-T. And how about the E? What's E?
E is exchanging. That's what we did right now. Exchange ideas with others and exchange them to understand and to criticize and to improve your ideas. Okay. Don't exchange them to criticize the people, but to understand the idea more.
Yes. Every time we exchange ideas, we get a lot more ideas than if we keep ideas to ourselves.
Yeah. So in fact, all of you noticed that somebody gave something and then people built further on it. So as a group, when you collaborate, you're able to come up with better solutions. That's what the last E was: exchange your ideas with others.
Yay! Wonderful.
Okay.
This brings us to the end, but Miss Verona has a special gift for you so that you remember the lesson for a long, long time.
Okay, so what I will be sharing with you all, just a second, give me a moment. Just give me a second, please. I cannot find that.
Okay, no problem. Oh, Devan, thank you for keeping time for us. We will be giving you a bonus, few more minutes bonus.
Okay. So we will be sharing 2 sheets with you. Okay, one is this. Can you all see this?
Wow, this is nice.
Can you all see it?
Yes.
Okay, I can't see anyone, Eugene, so you just keep.
Yes, everybody is there.
Okay, so we will be sharing this with you, combine different things, reuse in different ways, expand your list of ideas, ask curious questions, twist the expected, and exchange perspectives. Okay, and the other sheet that we will be sharing with you is this, which is a process. Okay, are you all able to see this?
Yes, very clear.
This is exactly what you all did right now. You ask questions, you use, this is basically applying the create steps that we used. Okay, so please keep this handy. Whenever you are looking for a solution to something or trying to come up with something, you can use this process to come up with creative solutions. Yeah. So I will be sharing this on email with all your parents on the registered email address. Did you all enjoy it?
Yay!
Yes?
Yes!
We will be sending across a small feedback form. It will be nice if you all could just take a few minutes and fill it up and send it back to us. Yeah?
Yes.
You mean email or now? Email, right?
Sorry?
Is it email or now?
No, it's going to be a Google form, so I will just send it on email.
Very good, very good. Okay, let's take a wonderful graduation photo.
Yeah.
Yes. And same as yesterday, everybody show a different expression.
Okay, wait a second. I'm going to remove the virtual background, otherwise it doesn't come properly.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, everybody show a different expression. Ready? Okay, yesterday I was showing this. Now let's show this. Okay. Ready? 1, 2.
C for create. No, it's not showing.
Twist the other way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much. We want to see you again for our next workshop.
It was wonderful having you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Lina. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
All of you are amazing, amazing. Continue to generate ideas.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ethan.
Bye.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
Lina.
Bye.
Thanks, Ariane.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Ethan.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Ariane.
Bye.
See you.